I hope you enjoyed the break and are feeling energized for the second part of this webinar, the marketing webinar. So I'm Philippine, product manager for the food supplement category at Nu Skin, UNA. I'm leading the launch of LIFEPAK Elements, and today I'm very happy to have with me Barbara to co-present this webinar.
Hi everyone, I'm Barbara. I'm Senior Product Specialist at Nu Skin, and it's a real pleasure. I'm super happy to join you for this webinar tonight. And I'm really looking forward to spending this very inspiring session with all of you.
Thank you, Barbara. So this session is all about Nu Skin's most accessible food supplements within the Pharmanex portfolio LifePak Elements. LifePak Elements reflects Nu Skin's latest approach to nutrition, inspired by current scientific research and nutritional discoveries created to support overall well-being and seamlessly connected with our latest device, Prisma. LifePak Elements deliver a simple, packed experience, but also a science-backed experience for consumers. And we will begin first with the agenda. So what is about today's agenda, Barbara?
Yes, exactly. So today's agenda, we will cover the trends and insights on the market. Then we will deep dive into the Pharmanex difference. And then we will see the product concept of LifePak Elements, and we will finish by an FAQ. So just a small note here, we already anticipated many of your questions. We start to know you guys. And today, for the sake of time, we won't be able to answer additional live questions. But rest assured that you are always welcome to contact us if you have any additional questions.
And also, please feel free to write down your question in the dedicated chat FAQ, and we will follow up with the dedicated answer in an FAQ document in July.
So, Philippine, let's begin with some market trends and consumer insights. And I think since you have been involved in the project from the very beginning and closely connected to its development, actually, you could probably share many market trends and consumer insights that helped share LifePak Elements, right?
Yeah, totally. In fact, there are several major trends shaping consumer wants today. So first is that the conversation is shifting from lifespan, the number of years we live, to health span, the number of years we spend in good health. In Italy, there are 91% of Italian consumers who are understanding this distinction between health span and lifespan. This highlights a growing interest in maintaining quality of life as they age. Another key consumer demand is the balance between price and quality. So price sensitivity in Europe is evident. We can see with the insight of 59% of German consumers prioritizing price when purchasing food supplements. And at the same time, ingredients remain a major consideration. For example, 51% of German consumers want to learn more about the vitamins and minerals in the formula of their food supplements. We also see a growing interest in AI for personalized wellness. So consumers are becoming more open to technology-driven experiences. For example, 65% of Irish consumers are willing to pay for a test to determine the effectiveness of vitamins, minerals, and dietary supplements. And finally, immune support remains one of the strongest drivers in supplementation. For example, in Germany, we have 54% of consumers report taking dietary supplements specifically to support their immune system. And all these trends highlight a clear shift toward smarter, more personalized, science-driven wellness approach, exactly the direction LifePak Elements has been designed to support.
Yes, that's totally true. And I also think that those are very strong global trends shaping the wellness industry today. Can you tell us more, Philippine, about our audience precisely for LifePak Element?
Yeah, that's a great question, Barbara. And indeed, for us, it was super important to not only have this understanding on a global scale, but also to understand the real expectation and pain points faced by both our business affiliates, you guys, and our retail consumers. With that objective in mind, we conducted surveys and gathered insights across Europe, and three key needs clearly emerge. So the first one, affordability. In fact, our European survey showed that the number one purchase barrier for supplementation is pricing, as LifePak Plus is seen as too expensive. Second, one of the main frustration consumer expressed was the difficulty of swallowing larger and or multiple tablets every day. And finally, we also identify a growing interest in connected wellness solutions. Our recent Prisma survey showed that many consumers will be more likely to purchase a food supplement when it is connected to a personalized wellness ecosystem. And again, all these insights help shape the vision behind LifePak Elements, create a more accessible, modern, and connected supplementation experience aligns with today's consumer expectation globally, but also within Nu Skin.
Thank you, Philippine. I think now it's clear we basically have a better understanding of the consumer needs and the trends shaping this launch. So let's take a closer look at the science behind LifePak Elements.
Absolutely. And when we are talking about LifePak Elements, we are not simply talking about a food supplement lunch. We are also talking about the broader Pharmanex brand ecosystem, which is built on decades of scientific expertise and innovation. Indeed, Pharmanex was founded in 1994 with the vision of improving lives through quality food supplements developed with leading science. Today, there is more than 20 scientists currently leading the Pharmanex research and development team. These scientists review published clinical and scientific studies. They also examine the natural process that take place in our body and determine how nutritional supplementation can support this function. And by combining these two, they create the fantastic products in our range. This result can be seen with the claims that are grounded in scientific evidence, not anecdote. Our products are also supported by the Pharmanex 6S quality process. And Barbara, can you tell us more about what is this process?
Yes, I will. And I know it's something that everyone behind the screen is waiting for because they all love the 6S process. So the 6S quality process is really the key to creating great products for you guys, because everything lies in the meticulous details that we put into every step, from raw materials to remarkable results. So this Nu Skin 6S process involves rigorous steps and activities and includes multiple layers of scientific testings and attention to detail. So the first S of our 6S process is selection. So to be considered for use in our products, raw materials, ingredient, pass criteria for effectiveness, suitability for formulation, compliance, and safety. So we work with experts and raw material suppliers around the world to gather both historical and new scientific insights about the ingredients in our product. Then, when we selected, we move to sourcing.
Es ist 21 Uhr.
So, once we selected the ingredient, we focus on finding the optimal source for it. a source that can offer availability, quality, and a sufficient concentration of its active component. To give you an example, as part of our sustainability initiative, if you look at personal care products specifically, we evaluate our ingredient sources and use programs like the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, also called RSPO, to support responsibly sourced palm oil. So that's part of the sourcing process. Then the third step in the 6S process is the specification. Once we have identified the ingredients and its source, we focus on getting the specific parts of that ingredient, the ones we want because of their benefits. And to do this, we have a set of specifications that each ingredient must meet. Then you have the fourth step, which is standardization. So once we determine the specifications for an ingredient, we have to make sure that we can deliver consistent quality through a consistent amount of active components. And we do that through standardization. Because, after all, Nu Skin thrives to give you qualitative ingredients in optimal dosage. And an example of standardization is MyGo. So MyGo contains the botanical extract that we name Amorphophallus conjunct root, from which we are able to obtain standardized glucomannan. And this allows us to deliver the exact amount of glucomannan in each stick or sachet of MyGo. Then the fifth step is the safety testing and ingredient safety. As local legislations require all companies to do, Nu Skin adheres to specific safety standards by reviewing scientific literature and, most importantly, conducting extensive safety and quality tests. So that's super important. It's the legislation that asks us to do this, and obviously we do it. And then the final step is substantiation. So if the word clinically tested matter to you, then that's why the substantiation step is there. Substantiation can be provided in several ways. We can take it from scientific literature, but we can also run clinical studies, and they make all the difference for us because we take really, Nu Skin, a great care to ensure that our products and ingredients are effective at delivering the optimal benefits every time. So to conclude on this 6S process, this is really the key to providing the consistent quality in our food supplements and personal care products. And now let's go to the section I believe many of you have been waiting for. Let's go to the product itself, LifePak Elements. So Philippine, can you walk us through the vision behind the product and the objectives that guided its development?
Yes, of course. I'm super happy to present the upcoming launch of LifePak Elements, beginning with the vision behind the product. So as mentioned earlier, LifePak Elements was developed with a clear ambition to create a modern, accessible, and science-backed supplementation solution aligned with today's consumer expectation. Just that. So to achieve this, the product was built around 3 key objectives. The first one is to attract new consumers and expand the LifePak business opportunity through the Prisma.io ecosystem. We wanted to create a product that could serve as an attractive entry point into the Pharmanex supplementation, especially for customers who want to discover personalized wellness for the first time with Prisma.io. Second, we wanted to continue building on the Nu Skin's legacy of innovation and science. LifePak Elements combine essential vitamins, minerals, and botanicals, and the formula reflects the Pharmanex philosophy, inspired by nature, powered by science, as you can also think the 6S quality process. And third, simplify and improve the customer experience was also a super important objective. From the formulation to the positioning of the product, every aspect was designed to make daily supplementation easier, more intuitive, and more affordable for our consumers.
And Philippine, since you talk about consumer, can you tell us more about the type of audience that we are aiming to reach with this new approach to supplementation and this new product, basically?
Yeah, surely, Barbara. And there are many segments of consumers we want to target with this launch. So overall, the product was intentionally developed to appeal to a broad and diverse audience, age 18 and above. And we can identify 4 main segments. The first one, LifePak Elements will naturally target with our existing new skin consumers who are already familiar with the Pharmanex universe, also maybe LifePak Plus, and are looking for a simpler and more accessible daily supplementation. Second, the product strongly resonates with the Gen Z and core millennials consumers. This generation are increasingly proactive about their well-being and are particularly attracted by connected wellness products. Third, LifePak Elements also appeal to people who want to maintain, support their healthy skin. More and more consumers understand the connection between nutrition, skin maintenance, and well-being. And you will see LifePak Elements deliver many benefits. And finally, the products also answer the expectation of sport-oriented and active lifestyle customers who are looking for a convenient daily nutritional support addressing many functions to complement their wellness routines.
Okay, Philippine. So now I think we got all the basics around LifePak Elements, who it was designed for, etc. I think it's time to take a closer look at the formula itself.
Yeah, and I think it's something that you can wait to have, and I understand. So basically, LifePak Elements. I'm sorry, I think I'm hearing someone. Is that okay?
I don't hear anything. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it was just a setting. No worries. Okay. Sorry. So, LifePak Elements was formulated as an all-in-one daily food supplement designed to provide essential nutritional support in a simple and accessible format of just 3 tablets per day. So meet your new nutrition and wellness support now. The formula is built around 3 key pillars. The first pillar is a foundation of 20 essential vitamins and minerals, including 9 nutrients, delivering more than 100% of the daily reference intake. The second pillar consists of 7 botanicals, featuring our phytovintage ingredients. And I will tell you more about this term just after. The first pillar is what truly sets LifePak Elements apart: the inclusion of carotenoids and its connection to Prisma-U. So Barbara, could you tell us more about that?
Indeed, so as you said, LifePak Elements integrates into the Prism wellness ecosystem. So when you pair LifePak Elements with the Prism.io device, consumer can visually track changes in their Prism score, which, as a reminder, reflects the skin carotenoid levels, and they can track the evolution over time. And that's really creating a more engaging and connected supplementation and experience. Remember, that's kind of what they are looking for right now. And as a Prism certified product, LifePak Elements deliver 5 milligrams of carotenoids per day and per daily dose. And those carotenoids include beta-carotene and lutein, and it's making LifePak Elements a Prism certified product level 1. And that's an important feature of the product and a new one for Europe. And later in the webinar, we will take a closer look at what the PRISM certification and the level mean and why it matters. But now let's take a look at the first pillar of the formula that Philippine mentioned, and that's the vitamins and the minerals, beginning with their benefits. So can you walk us through some of the key benefits delivered by elements, Philippine?
Yes, of course, and there are many benefits delivered by LifePak Elements. It's one of the key strengths of the product. It was designed to deliver 9 body function support in one balanced formula. So before we look at those benefits in more detail, I'd like to highlight an important point here. So the body function overview, the asset you can see on the slide, is a visual representation of the benefits of LifePak Elements and should always be used together within the PIP, which contain the complete list of approved claims. And because there are so many claims associated with the product, I won't be covering them all today, so I strongly encourage you to explore the PIP for full details. But I would like to give some example of them. So let's take vitamin C, vitamin E, and folic acid as examples. These nutrients contribute to several important functions in the body. For example, vitamin C and folic acid contribute to the normal function of the immune system. Vitamin C also contributes to the normal energy-yielding metabolism. Vitamin C, together with vitamin E, contribute to the protection of cells from oxidative stress. And that is just a snapshot of what the formula offers. Because, like I was saying, one of the key strengths of LifePak Elements is that many of its vitamins and minerals contribute to multiple benefits. And together they provide nutritional support across a broad range of 9 body functions, including heart function, immune, hair, skin and nails, metabolism, thyroid, bone and muscle, cellular oxidative stress protection, vision, and finally the brain and the cognitive function. So we've just explored one of the many benefits delivered by these vitamins and minerals. But today, there is not only an increasing interest on nutrients themselves, but also in where those nutrients come from. So Barbara, what are the nutrient sources of LifePak Elements?
Yes, it's a great question, Philippine. And as you can imagine, with 20 vitamins and minerals, we spent a good amount of time on the 2 first steps of the success, that was selection and sourcing. So it's very interesting to talk about the sources selected for LifePak Elements. And here we just wanted to highlight some of them, not all of them, obviously. I want to start with the beta-carotene. So while in the original LifePak Plus formula, we had preformed vitamin A, LifePak Elements is formulated with beta-carotene, which is, as a precision, derived from a fungus called Bitrispora. And beta-carotene is actually a precursor of vitamin A. So following its absorption, beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A by the body only as needed. Any excess of beta-carotene is stored in tissues throughout the body, with a portion actually accumulating in the skin and, for the little anecdote, contributing to the carotenoid levels measured by the PRISM score. So this formulation strategy allows the body to self-regulate vitamin A production while supporting skin carotenoid status. Then I wanted to mention vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 in LifePak Element is derived from lanolin from sheep wool. Lanolin being the grease that the sheep produce and that end up coating the wool. So it's an animal-derived ingredient. So technically it's not vegan. But otherwise you have no other animal-derived ingredient in the formula. And then I wanted to highlight calcium as well, because it's very interesting. Calcium here is in the form of calcium carbonate, which actually comes from something we call lithotamnion, and it's a unique calcified red marine algae. And the calcium carbonate from lithotamnion is bioavailable, and it has been studied for its potential benefits in supporting bone and joint health, for instance. And then in addition to calcium, lithotamnion is a great source because it naturally contains magnesium in the form of magnesium carbonate, and it also contains other trace minerals. So the magnesium in LifePak Elements is provided primarily as magnesium oxide coming from seawater, and in the second time as well as magnesium carbonate originating from the lithotamnion. So two sources of magnesium coming roughly from the sea, one from a calcified algae, the other one from seawater. And finally, in elements, we have selenium. And here, selenium is in the form of L-selenomethionine, which is the organic form. And it's the naturally occurring form that we can find in foods like wheat and nuts. And this is a form that is considered by some consumers as superior. However, I can tell you that the scientific evidence about this is mixed, and both the organic and the inorganic form has their advantages.
And indeed, Barbara, could you walk us through the difference between organic and inorganic so we can better understand the difference here?
Yes, today we wanted to take a few minutes to do this aparté, this side note, because it's an important distinction that often creates confusion, actually. So in chemistry, and then you are looking at a heavy slide and it's late in the evening, so sorry for that, but in chemistry, the word organic has a specific meaning. It refers to compounds that contain carbon's atom. The little c on your screen, on the left. And molecules like sugars, fats, and many vitamins are considered organic because they are built around carbon atoms. On the other hand, you have inorganic compounds, and they generally do not contain carbon's atoms. And those compounds are like water, salts, or minerals. However, in everyday language, especially in the food industry, organic means something completely different. It doesn't mean the same thing as in chemistry. In the food industry, it refers to how something is grown, typically without pesticides or fertilizers. And because of this, many people assume that organic minerals or organic forms are somehow better or more natural even. But chemically speaking, that's not what organic means at all. And mixing these two meanings can lead to misunderstandings. So that's where we always refer to scientific studies, for instance. So now we have explored the vitamin and minerals. Let's turn our attention to the second pillar of the LifePak element formula, and that was the botanical ingredients. So Philippine, can you tell us more about the botanicals and the role they have in elements?
Yes, absolutely, Barbara. Because indeed, LifePak elements contains vitamins and minerals as we saw it, but also ingredients sourced from plants, namely the phytovintage ingredients. So what is the phytovintage ingredients? It is the curated selection of a citrus complex as well as an elderberry extract carefully chosen by our scientists for their phytonutrient content. Barbara, can you walk us through these two main components?
Yes, clearly, because I know you love, guys, those kind of information. So let's start with the citrus complex. The citrus complex is actually pretty complex. It contains many different ingredients. It contains citrus fruit extract, so the pulp from orange fruit. And then it has also several citrus peels. And for instance, we have orange peel, lemon peel, grapefruit peel, lime peel, tangerine peel, all under the shape of powders. And these botanical ingredients are known to contain phenolic compounds, including anthocyanins. And as an extra info to echo one of the 6S process steps, the citrus extract in this case is standardized to citrus bioflavonoids, such as hesperidin, to be even more precise. So you have all the info. And then, as you mentioned, Philippine, we have the elderberry extract that is also called Sambuca nigra, if you look at the Latin origin name. And elderberry extract has been used for centuries, dating back to ancient Greece and Rome even. And we now know that it actually contains polyphenols, including anthocyanins.
That's very interesting. Thank you very much, Barbara. So now let's turn our attention back to the third pillar of LifePak elements. Remember, it's carotenoids and the Prismaio experience. Could you explain us how does it work this time, Barbara?
For sure. So LifePak Elements, as a Prism certified product, it's made for those who go beyond just taking food supplements. It's made for those who want actively track their wellness journey. The formula is designed to help increase your Prism score, which is, as you know, a reflection of your skin carotenoid levels. And the PRISM certification, first of all, it means that our scientists developed the formula with the aim of raising your skin carotenoid score as tracked by Prism.io, so raising your PRISM score. If a product is labeled as a level 1 PRISM certified product, like today, a LifePak element, then you can expect that using it will help increase your PRISM score over time. A level 1 product is a very good starting point for anyone starting their wellness journey, and a level 1 product usually contains between 3 and 9.5 milligrams of carotenoids per daily dose. So now we have explored the 3 pillars of LifePak Elements formula in detail. So let's shift our focus to another important aspect of the product, the customer experience, because we know it was kind of a little pain point. So Philippine, could you elaborate on the key improvements that were made with these reformulations?
Sure, Barbara. And one of the main objectives with the product was really to improve the daily user experience with smaller tablets. We know from consumers' feedback that tablet size and the difficulty of swallowing multiple tablets a day represent a purchase barrier. That's why the tablets of LifePak elements have been redesigned to be approximately 53% smaller in surface area versus LifePak Plus, making them easier to swallow and improving the daily user experience. And while convenience was an important objective of the reformulation, maintaining quality remained absolutely essential. So Barbara, could you tell us more of this was assets during the development process?
For sure. And basically throughout the development process, the product quality and the performance always remain key focus. And for example, the formula underwent dissolution testing to help ensure that it meets our quality standards and it actually delivered the expected performance characteristics. So what you can see on the screen is actually the dissolutions testing. And just for the explanation, well-formulated supplements can be delivered either as tablets or capsules. And both are good delivery formats, that's not a question. But either way, it's important to ensure that the tablet or the capsule disintegrates quickly enough for the nutrient to be absorbed by the body. And a disintegration time between 20 and 45 minutes is typically a good length of time. And so we tested our formulas in that direction to ensure that they disintegrated appropriately.
Thank you, Barbara. And now we have reached the final section of this webinar. the most common question and answer for LifePak elements. So let's start with the first one. Is there a money-back guarantee on those products, Barbara?
Yes, of course, because it's a PRISM certified product. So if after 3 months of daily usage of any product PRISM certified, and after 3 consecutive months of ordering the product through ADR subscription, and after a rescan, if you see no increase in the PRISM score, then you can claim your money back. And just on a side note, but still important note, the money back guarantee is not automatically applied. So to benefit from the money back guarantee, the customers need to fill in the refund request form on nuskin.com, while obviously being compliant with all the listed conditions on the page, and also provide screenshots of the initial PRISM IO scan and of the rescan. So if you want a full list of the terms and conditions, you can check newskin.com. Now, the second question is, Philippine, for you, who should take LifePak elements?
So, LifePak elements, like I said, is formulated for adults aged 18 and above, and for our consumers who are looking for a high-quality daily supplement to complement a healthy diet and support their wellness journey. The third question is also about the usage, but how to use LifePak elements and what is the best time to take the tablets.
It's the question that always comes back, and this time it's a very easy answer. LifePak elements is formulated to be taken as 3 tablets once a day. It's easy. Now I can add a bit to that. It's best to take LifePak elements with food, even if it's just a small amount of food, because it will help with absorption of nutrients as well as tolerability. And the food can be a small handful of nuts or a few crackers or even just a piece of fruit. It doesn't have to be a huge meal, just a bit of food. And if you ask, it's also fine to split the intake throughout the day if you desire to do so. So you could do 1 in the morning, 1 at noon, and 1 in the evening. But the most important is that you get your 3 tablets a day. Now, the following question, is LifePak elements suitable for vegetarian or vegan?
As you previously explained, Barbara, when indicating the sources of the different ingredients, LifePak elements was developed to be vegetarian. The only ingredient that could be considered not vegan is the vitamin D3, as it is derived from lanolin from sheep wool. For those who are looking for vegan food supplements, the only ingredients that will be of possible concern will be the vitamin D3. One other common question is, can I use LifePak elements if I'm pregnant or breastfeeding?
So here is kind of a standard answer. Please consult a healthcare professional before using LifePak elements if you are breastfeeding or pregnant. You can also note that in some countries, LifePak elements is not recommended for use during pregnancy or breastfeeding. So we would ask you to refer to the warnings that are specific to your country on the label. And last question, I believe. Does this product complement well with other Pharmanex products, Philippine?
Sure. So the first product we can think of is Marine Omega. Historically, many people choose to combine LifePak Plus with Marine Omega, which provides omega-3 fatty acids to complement the vitamins, minerals, and botanicals that are found in LifePak Plus. Here is the same logical for LifePak elements and Marine Omega, as it will be the perfect combination to complement your diet. You'll also often see LifePak elements included in a broader routine with Prism.io device, which offers a way to measure carotenoids level and can help personalize your wellness approach over time. We can also think of other products, but at the end, it's all about finding the right routine that fits you to support the wellness goal you want to reach. So thank you, Barbara. As you mentioned, it was the last question of the dedicated FAQ. Thank you also all for all your attendance. It was a real pleasure for us to introduce LifePak today to you. We saw that the audience was high, and we are super happy to have you during this webinar. Before we close, I would like to share one final update regarding the launch. So LifePak Elements, together with the Prismayo bundle kit, so LifePak Elements plus Prismayo, will officially launch on June 23rd, so next Tuesday. Please note that for Romania and Luxembourg, efforts are ongoing to enable full market availability ASAP. You can always reach to your key account manager or your local contact for any additional updates, and it will be shared once available. Be reassured. Thank you again for joining us today. Thank you, Barbara. And we look forward to seeing LifePak Elements come to life across your market very soon. As I said it before, I will collect all the unanswered questions that are still on the FAQ section, and I keep you posted. We will follow up with the dedicated answer. So wishing you all a pleasant evening, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.